Hi everyone, and welcome to another day. Yes, and it is a good day today. And I'll tell you why. There is a negative. I'll tell you about the negative first. My sore throat, man, is so sore. But the good news is it's my wife's birthday, so a big celebration day for us. Early start, breakfast, gifts, and then I popped out to get some flowers. I think that's a really nice thing to do. And then the rest of the day is going to be me sort of pampering my wife, and a nice lunch, pick the kids up from school, and then we've got a really nice meal planned later on. So this is going to be the only segment of video that I'm going to record today. So a little bit of a different personal video from me, because it's just going to be the one take and then no further segments throughout the day. And I'll tell you why. My wife's a very private person. I have to respect that. She doesn't like being on camera, so I'm not going to record the birthday celebrations, but believe me, it will be good. So now I've got my iPhone here, and this is going to form the main part of this video. I get asked a lot of questions that are asked many times. I don't mind answering comments where they come in and they duplicate previous comments, because not everyone reads all of the comments. So I'm going to answer some of the regular questions I get, and I've got a note of them on my iPhone here, and also some more recent comments as well about some of the products that have just come out. So I'm going to answer those in a short while. Before I do, I just want to cover off a little bit of housekeeping about what happened last night. Now, I had really sore throat last night, and I was just about to go to bed, and I've got into this habit. I'm not sure whether it's a good habit or a bad habit, but I've got into this routine of last thing I check just comments and tweets that have come in. And I do that because sometimes somebody might have tweeted me and they want some advice on what product they should buy or how something performs, and I want to answer it fairly quickly for them because it saves them hanging on. Maybe they're waiting to actually purchase that evening. So I always check the comments and tweets last thing. And I saw quite a lot of comments, excuse me, really bad throat. So I saw a lot of comments coming in on my November update video. So I do a channel update every single month, and they were really bad, and they were saying, you know, that I've made sort of false claims in that video. And I was so curious as to why they were coming in that I had to watch back my video. I wanted to watch the first sort of 30 seconds of the video just to see what I'd actually said. And in that introduction, I'd said something along the lines, and I'm not going to do it this word for word, but it was something like, "Welcome to the Geekanoids channel, the longest running and most popular UK tech YouTube channel," something like that. And said it all positively, introduction to the video, and it seems that people took offence to that. Now, I didn't mean it to be boastful in any way. I'm just celebrating the fact that I've been on YouTube for 7 years. It wasn't about the numbers or anything, it was just me being really upbeat in the introduction to the video. And the reason I did it like that is because I'm so happy that from October 2006, fast forward to present day, I never ever thought that I would actually still be making YouTube videos today. And that's all it was. I was just so happy, and I still am. I'm over the moon that I still share this information with you, and I have the feedback that I get from the comments and tweets and Google Plus posts and Facebook posts. It's just absolutely brilliant. It was nothing to do with it being a numbers game. I apologise if you thought it was. There are so many great channels out there, both UK based, US based, and in many other countries. And I'm just a tiny little channel compared to some. Some of the channels that I see, the quality of the content is absolutely phenomenal. And I mean really good. You take a look at Detroit Borg or TLD Today, for example, two of the channels I watch regularly, and the quality just amazes me. It really does. So I just wanted to cover that off before I move on to the questions. So if my throat holds out, let's see how this goes. So the questions I've got, the very first one is actually to do with comments. Why do you delete some of the comments on your videos? Well, there are lots of different ways of doing this, and other channels do different things. There's no right or wrong way. For myself, if I get comments that are sort of negative, or having to go at me, or having to go at the product, or disagreeing with what I say, maybe I do a review of something and somebody disagrees with what I've said about that product, that's fine. More often than not, I respond to them. Sometimes I ignore them, sometimes I don't get a chance to answer all of them because I get so many comments in. The only ones I actually delete is where they're personally attacking or really really vile language. And the reason I delete those is because I don't really want them as part of the Geekanoids community. So if they're really bad, I delete them, but I'd say 99.9999 recurring percent of the comments I leave on the videos. And as I say, many other channels and websites, don't forget, because we get commenting on websites as well. And some websites have disabled comments altogether because they couldn't have enough members of staff to actually go through those comments and make sure there was nothing bad or no spam comments, for example. So, very, very good question actually. Next one, will you be getting the Retina iPad Mini? Yes, without a doubt. Just got the iPad Air, you saw the unboxing on the channel already, and the Retina iPad Mini, absolutely. In fact, the original iPad Mini, the only reason I wasn't quite so positive on that one is because I thought the only part that let it down was the screen resolution. Well, Apple have addressed that, a higher resolution screen, and of course, better performance as well. So I'm very, very excited. I just hope that there's enough stock to go around. Apparently there's going to be a shortage on them. So yes, I will be covering the new Retina iPad Mini. Next question, why don't you respond to tweets in the evening? Well, I've got a family. I've got my wife, 2 children, mum, other members of the family that live locally, and what I tend to do is I work very, very early, so I start around about sort of 7 AM in the morning, and when it comes round to sort of 6 or 7 PM in the evening, after I pick the kids up, it's time to cook, maybe help them with homework, maybe watch a movie, maybe play a game, maybe go out and get something to eat. So I don't tend to do social networking late on into the evening. So that's why you don't see me do many live streams as well, for example. It's just a time factor when I try and divide the day up and give enough time to my family as well. So I hope you do understand. Next question is referring to what I'm recording this on. Somebody's asked, what camera are you using for your personal videos? So the day-to-day videos that you see like this, they're actually recorded on a different camera. When I'm doing my YouTube reviews and my main videos, I use my Panasonic G6 most of the time now. The actual camera I'm using to record this on, and that I've recorded the last 2 or 3 days personal videos on, is the Sony RX100 Mark II. A fantastic, absolutely awesome camera, DSLR-like quality thanks to the large sensor, and actually, either the day you're watching this video or certainly within a couple of days of watching this video, you will have seen the unboxing and first look. The results are absolutely amazing and I hope you agree. In fact, leave me some comments below and let me know what you think on the audio and video quality of this video, which is being recorded with the RX100 Mark II. Next one, and I've sort of answered this one already in the introduction to this video, why don't your wife and kids appear in the videos? My wife doesn't, as I mentioned earlier, she's a very private person. I respect that she doesn't want to appear in the videos, so that's why you don't see my wife. The kids, well, they have appeared in the videos. Pamela appeared in one of the videos about a week or so ago, and she's appeared in other ones, one of my GoPro videos, and my son has appeared in a few too. But again, it's their lives. They're not around me all the time, they're at school a lot of the time, so you won't see them very often, and they're not camera shy, put it that way. So maybe you'll see them more in future videos. Next one is, where is your Nexus 5 coverage? Well, I'm not going to be covering the Nexus 5, and I'll tell you why. In fact, I've sort of mentioned this in other videos as well, is I don't buy in review products unless I'm going to use them. So for example, my iPhone 5, or my iPhone 5S I should say, I use this on a daily basis, so I actually spent my own money on this. And the same with the iPad Air. I bought that because I use that every single day. But when it's a product that I won't use every single day, I can't cover every single product. So for example, the Microsoft Surface 2, I actually purchased that in. I'm not going to use it every day, but I managed to budget enough money to actually buy that. But the Nexus 5, unfortunately, I just couldn't afford to buy it. I can't cover every single product. And if you want to see some great coverage on the Nexus 5, Sam J. Pullen's channel, I'll put a link to his channel in the video description. He's doing a fantastic job on the Nexus 5, so I do recommend you check that coverage out. And then the last question for this video, what channels do you watch on YouTube? And I've saved that one right till the last question because there is too many to mention in this video. So I'm going to be making a video dedicated to the channels that I watch on a regular basis, and I'll be sharing that all with you in about a week or so's time. Now, if you have got any channels you want to recommend to me, I can't guarantee they'll make it into that video, but please do leave channel suggestions in the video comments as well, and I will check as many out as I can. And as I say, I can't guarantee they're going to make it into that video because these are going to be channels that I watch on a regular basis, but if you send me a suggestion that is really, really good, then certainly if it makes the cut, then it will make it into the video. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed recording it. Everybody out there, stay positive. Have a great and creative rest of the day. I really do appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all in the next one.